everyone, and welcome back to a Gran Turismo time trial. And no, it is not Thursday, it is Wednesday, but we do have some new time trials. This is the first one. We're in the brand new Opel Corsa Vision Gran Turismo car. We're at Road Atlanta on racing medium tires. I put this difficulty as hard because you are going to have to adjust your driving style a tiny bit. Goal estimate around a 1 minute 8.3, so you can see how fast this lap actually is. Now, if you do enjoy these kind of videos and they do help you, make sure you do give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay in touch with all the latest content. As I say, there are multiple time trials this week. This is the first of two. The next one will be coming up shortly on the channel. Without further ado then, let's jump into this one. Let me show you how to do it. So we're going to accelerate all the way through here. Because it's electric, we have no gears. So look at this. We're in D. We just keep on going. We're going to slow it down to 50% though as we head towards turn 1 because this is so fast. On the left-hand side, we have this patch of grass. You can see this escape road as it started to disappear into the grass. We've just got a little bit into it to maximize the angle of the corner. Now, I want you to just turn in here. Turn in. Don't lift just yet, but you are going to have to lift as you go through this corner, okay? Watch what happens here. As I turn in, I then lift as I get towards that hut on the inside, then I accelerate through. If you turn in too early, you're going to go off wide. You do have to be careful. Lift off longer if you need to, and I'll show you how to do that on the controller. The next corner then, we've just got to the crest of the hill. We just passed the Marshall hut if you want to use that as a brief marker, but here is the main marker, the white lines across the track. The second you see them, hit the brakes. You need to head towards the left-hand side. I do use the lamppost as well as a bit of a distance marker, but you need to get over towards the left-hand side. Hard on the brakes, brake in a straight line, release the brakes, turn in. Look how much speed I'm carrying. That's the critical part of this one. Now, I do cut a little bit of this left-hander. This car is so stable, so low in terms of center of gravity. It just glides through even on grass there. And speaking of grass, we'll talk about that now as we approach the next corner, because this one you're going to want to get over towards the right hand side. So the curb here is your brake marker. Okay, you want to be braking in a straight line, so notice how the curb curves and then goes straight. So follow the straight line bit. You want to make sure your left tires are on the curb, your right side are on the grass. You're going to hit the brakes, and you want to release the brakes exceptionally early here and just chuck it in. Notice at the end of the curb, we release the brakes, we turn it in, and the car will just turn. The slower you do it, the more understeer you will suffer. So you need to make sure you carry more speed. And this is the critical part about the driving style here. Literally, you're going to have to adjust your brain to make sure you brake less to turn more. And that's the key to this time trial. We head down to the double right-hander here at Road Atlanta. On the right-hand side, we've got the grass going to escape road there. This is your brake marker. Once again, you're going to hit the brakes, release the brakes, and then turn the car in. Do not try to trail brake this corner. Just literally release the brakes and turn in, and the car will stick. Trust me. Have belief in the car. So release the brakes. Look at that. We turn in. We clip the curb on the inside. 110 miles an hour-ish as we continue on through here. We get straight, and literally straight away we're going to hit the brakes. So on the left-hand side, we've got that little dint in the curb that you can use as a brake marker. Alternatively, on the right, we've got the black line there. Either of these two are really good brake markers, okay? You're just going to brake in a straight line. This is the hardest corner, in my opinion, in this entire one to get right because it's so slow. You can't really carry the downforce. We turn the car. We let the car keep turning. Once we get to the end of the curb, we then accelerate out the corner. We then need to hit our overtake button. Now, you have 4 presses of this overtake. When you press it once, it uses a quarter, okay? You use 3 of the 4 on this straight because it's the best place to maximize the increased power you get, okay? So 3 of the 4 I'm using on the straight. You need to make sure that's mapped as well. Mine's mapped to triangle, and I think it was circle in VR. We head down here towards the final brake marker here. On the right-hand side, the 200 board. I want you to brake literally as it hits the edge of your screen on the right-hand side. Brake in a straight line, and once again, you need to think about letting go of the brake earlier than you normally would. Normally, you trail brake into the corner. You don't want to do that with this. You want to just lift off the brakes and chuck the car in. Watch what I do here. So hard on the brakes. We're going to release the brakes and then just let the car go. Look at that. Turn in. Just carry the speed. Let the car roll a bit. Accelerate a little bit more. Then lift off as we turn to the right. Now, I've got a bit too much here. Notice there the car jumped a little bit. That forced some understeer. Be careful of that. I'm then going to use my final overtake going up the hill because I need maximum power going up the hill. I can then continue on down. Notice how tight I keep it to the right-hander. That maximizes my lap time. That's a 106.737. Currently ranked 1 in the world. We go to our pad lap then. Notice here as we go into the pad, we lift off a little bit more here. Harder to carry the speed through that corner. There's the huts. There's the white line. Hit the brakes. Release the brakes. Turn in. Remember, you've got to release brakes earlier than you realize. That's the critical part of this. Just carry the speed. It will help you massively. Continue on through here. Get to start the curve. Harder the brakes. Release brakes. Chuck it in. Accelerate through the corner. Happy days. Make sure you just stay on there. There is track limits on the exit of that corner. We are about half a second down on our wheel lap here. The escape road on the right side is our brake marker. Turn in, accelerate through, get a little bit of understeer. Hard on the brakes now as we turn into this corner. Let the car roll, do its thing. Once it's rotated, then go, and then spam that overtake button. You have to press it once, and it'll use a quarter. Then again, it uses another quarter halfway now. Then again, to use 3/4 of it. And then we've got one left for that uphill section after the chicane that is coming up. Remember, for this chicane, the 200 board on the right side is our brake marker. Look how much I chuck this car in now. Hard on the brakes. We then release the brakes and just chuck the car in. Look at that. Look how much we cut as well. Now, the critical thing with this car is very wide, so you can cut more than you realize as well. As we go down the hill, keep it a nice tight line. Keep it to the right-hand side. We head towards the line. This is a 107.8. It's not got a ghost on the leaderboard, though, because the controller is definitely harder than the wheel. Here's Chase Cannon. Look at how much speed we carry through here. Slight lift, continue on through. ABS is on weak here. There is the marshal hook. Use that as a reference. Then the white line, hit the brakes. Release brakes early, turn in. Accelerate through here. Look how much of the grass we cut there. And you can see how wide this car is as well. As we continue on through here. Starts the curve as your brake marker. Follow the curve in a straight line. Release the brakes at the end of it. Turn in. Accelerate through the corner. Just stay on inside that white line. Continue on now. Grass to escape road on the right side. There it is. Hit the brakes. Release the brakes. Turn in. Clip the curb. Accelerate through. Straight. Hard on the brakes now. Let the car roll. Let the car turn. Let it do its own thing there. If you try and do too much, it's just going to understeer off. We continue on out of there. Spam that overtake button. We've used it once already. There's the second one being used right now. Now we go to the third time of being used. Release. Don't press any more buttons now. Save it for the uphill section here as we go down towards the final chicane. Then on the right side, we've got 300 board. 200 board is our brake marker though. Hard on the brakes. Release the brakes. Chuck it in. Cut the inside. Accelerate a little bit. Then cut on the right side. Don't cut as much as I do there. Continue on through. Overtake button is pressed now. We head down the hill through this right-hander, keeping it nice and tight. Head towards line. That's that 106.737 once again. Let's jump to our VR lap now. Then you can follow this ghost on the leaderboard as well if you want a slightly slower ghost. You know what I mean? Only slightly, because watch this. And we've got the crosshairs there up ahead. So we're going to get towards the end of the escape road. Turn in, lift off a little bit, carry the speed. Through we go. In VR, I found this the easiest actually. There's marshal hook. We're going to hit the brakes now. Turn in, cut the inside, continue on through. Notice how much we cut once again there. We're carrying the same speed as our wheel lap. Through the right-hander we go. Remember, we're going to line up with this curve now. Hard on the brakes. Release the brakes. Chuck it in. We can cut more of the inside because we know exactly where the car is as we continue on through. Point one once again here. So we're going to head down towards the double right-hander. Escape road there. There it is. Hit the brakes. Turn in. Carry the speed. Through we go. Accelerate a little bit. Get straight. Hard on the brakes. Let the car do the work now. Just let the car do its thing. And now accelerate out. Overtake button is pressed. That's our first press of 3. We're on our second press now. That's 2 of 3. We're going to go to our third press now. That's 3 of 3. Forget the fourth one. Don't press it just yet. Head towards the chicane then. We can breathe now. We're on a good lap at this moment in time. We can feel it. Let's get down here then. So look at the 200 board. There it is. Hard on the brakes. Release the brakes. Just chuck it in on the inside. Accelerate a little bit over towards the right hand side. Now accelerate through this corner. Hit that overtake button for one final time. Over the crest of the hill. Down we go through the right-hander. And that is once again another lap here at Road Atlanta in this car. 107.0. Now you're probably going, Tidge, how do I do this? I'm new to these time trials. I want 2 million credits. Well, let me show you how. So here you are starting on the home screen. Okay, you got the garage and we're looking for sport mode in the top right-hand side. So that's what we're going to click next. You then get presented with this screen here. We've got daily races and online time trials. Click online time trials. Now, there are so many at the moment. There's millions of credits up for grabs here, but we're interested in the Road Atlanta one right there in the Opel Corsa. So let's jump into that one. So, when you get in here, you can see I'm the world record holder. Woo! Right, now gold, silver, bronze are decided by whoever is the world record holder at the time. So it's 3% of the 106.737. That could come down, which is why I think at 108.3, you will be safe. So 2 million, 1 million, 250 credits. By the end of the 2 weeks, we'll get you those credits. Now, if you want to load my ghost, you can go into the leaderboard and click play replay. Alternatively, if you're in the session, you can load ghosts instead because that option is available to you. And that's it in a nutshell for this time trial. The critical part of this is release the brakes earlier than you realise and just let the car do its thing. Let it carry its speed and you'll be absolutely fine. I think this is quite a fun car, to be honest with you. It's a great addition to Gran Turismo, so I appreciate it, Opel. Bring more of your cars into the game, like the old DTM car. That'd be lovely. If you have enjoyed this, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content, but that's going to be it for me. Do check out the patch video there, and also another time trial on the right-hand side. Check out my partners down below. They really do support the channel, and it means a lot as well. And it means a lot that you watch too, so big thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.